the overhead press day. Let's not waste any time. I'm excited for this one. Let's get into it. Warm up, 6 minutes. So not 3 rounds. If you want to just nix the 6 minutes and do your 3 rounds, because that's your routine, you do that. You live your truth, boo-boo. So otherwise, 6 minutes, 3 movements, 7 down dog push-ups. So push-up means chest goes all the way to the ground. Push through your palms and then try to get your heels on the ground, pushing your head and chest to your shoulders. Boom. And next up, you have the Cossack squat, a CrossFit Rittenhouse staple. Feet are nice and wide, toes are pointed slightly out. You're gonna bend one knee, sit into it, and then point that opposite toe up to the sky. Alternating, let's get 7 on each side. From there, you've got the bear crawl taps, the tabletop taps, whatever it is you want to call it. All right, either way, it's this motion. Hands are stuck directly under the shoulders, knees are slightly back from the hips, and then we're going to lift those knees up 1 inch from the ground. So we want everything to be nice and stable as we move from 4 points of contact to 3 points of contact. Right, if you notice that you're kind of like doing a little dance there, a little shimmy, keep yourself honest. Grab yourself something unstable, like a flip-flop, or a yoga block, or an empty container of whipped cream cheese. Set it on the small of your back, and then try it again, right? So you'll notice if I stay level, that cream cheese stays right where it's supposed to. However, if I start to shift back and forth, dang it, there it goes. So those are your warm-up movements. After you're done with that, we're gonna do some stretching. The first stretch that we're gonna do seeks to loosen up this area right here, the pec to delt area. So you can do this one of 2 ways. If you wanna use the wall for this, you're gonna bend your elbow at 90 degrees right here. Get your hand and your elbow to touch the wall, and then step in as close as you can get. So you start to feel that stretch in that area. Remember, these stretches should be uncomfortable but not painful. You're gonna hold there for 90 seconds and then switch sides. If you would rather, you can do these on the floor as well. Get that dumbbell out of the way. So, lie on the floor, in the T position, right? So then if we're gonna do the right side first, we're gonna bring the left palm right outside the left armpit. Pick up your left foot and then reach around and get that puppy flat on the ground behind you. All right? So just remember the area that you're supposed to be stretching is this one right here. It's called the pec release stretch. So once again, 90 seconds on each side for that one. From there, we have the lat stretch. Now, typically when we're in the gym, we'll do this with the resistance band anchored to the pull-up bar, wrap it around your wrist, and then just sort of sit back so that it starts to pull that lat. I don't have a resistance band here, and I'm sure many of you don't either. So what you can do is grab onto, we'll say, a doorway. I know that not all of you have like random poles coming out of the side of your house, but I do. So I'm gonna use it to stretch, right? I'm gonna get a nice little grip on it, and I'm gonna sit back. I can already start to feel that pull from my lats. But if I want to deepen that stretch, I'm going to take my non-stretching hand and run right across my rib cage here, and then try to straighten it on the outside of my thigh. Little window here. All right, so same thing, 90 seconds on each side. For our strength portion today, you have 2 tracks. If you have handstand push-ups down, you'll use that as you'll use your body weight as your overhead press weight today. If you don't, then you'll just do overhead variations of the overhead press. So we'll talk about the overhead press first. If you have a barbell, I suggest doing these movements with your barbell. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, I would get the heavier of the 2. So for this, right, we're gonna find that front rack position. For the dumbbell, it looks just like this. So for the strict press, so you'll notice with these ones, as we go through and the reps get higher, the exercises get a little bit more help from the rest of your body. So the strict press, you get no help from the rest of your body, right? It's all shoulders. So you have 2 of these. So you're gonna take a big breath in and then blow it out as you come into that overhead position, right? Bend the elbow in front of you to bring it down. And blow it out at the top, right? Come back into your front rack position, and then we're gonna get a little bit of help from the hips on this next one. So we're gonna do the push press, right? Little dip, pop and punch. Ah, so much better. Bend the elbow right in front, little dip, pop and punch. And you got 3 of these, so we'll go through that third one too. All right. The next one is a push jerk. So you get that little bit of help from the hips with that dip, but then instead of having to use your arms to push it all the way up, you're gonna dip your body underneath of it, right? All right, let's try that. Little dip, back into a dip. Stand up, bring it down, little dip, back in, all right? So you come into full hip extension, but then re-dip underneath of it, right? Dip, hip, dip. Boom, last one. That was fun. All right. The next, the other option is your handstand push-ups, right? If you're gonna do the handstand push-up track, don't just jump right into it after what we just did for the warm-up. What I want you to do is get your body a little bit used to working inverted with some kick-ups, some crow pose, transitions, stuff like that. So I'm gonna lose the glasses on this one. So for your kick-ups, right, we're in that lunge position. I'm not gonna fall over the wall, promise. So you're gonna kick straight up, and then come down. Kick up, come down. For your crow pose transitions, right, hands on the ground, you're gonna walk your knees up to your triceps, and then slowly transition your weight from your feet onto your head and back. Boom. Then you can start to move into your exercises for the strength. So number 1 is your eccentric handstand push-up. So hands are about 6 to 8 inches from the wall. Kick up, all right, lower down slowly, and then come back down. Kick up, lower down slow, and come back down. Next, you're going to do the strict handstand push-up. Woo! Hands are 6 to 8 inches from the wall. Kick up, lower down, and push straight back up. Next, you have kipping, right? So lower down, butt comes to the wall, feet or knees come to the elbows, kick straight up, and do 4 of those. Little tight in this area. So that's your strength portion. Next, we'll move to the WOD. So for your WOD, you have a 14-minute AMRAP, 6 clusters, 10 shoulder to overhead, and a little twist. You don't like to throw like a little twist, a little bit of fun to break up the monotony of the 14 minutes. So clusters, they are the combination of a squat clean and a thruster with a dumbbell. So dumbbells right down in front of me. I'm going to keep my back straight, my chest up high. I'm going to use a powerful explosion into hip extension to get that dumbbell up, catch it in the clean. You know the deal. Let me show you what it looks like, right? So we're here, pop up, catch in the squat position, right into that thruster. Alternating. You've got 6 total. From there you have the shoulder to overhead. So all of those things that we worked on in strength for the overhead press, those are your options for shoulder to overhead. Convenient, right? So we're in that front rack position. You can either strict press it, not a very timely or efficient option for this. Push press it, my personal favorite. Right? Or push jerk. So down, catch, stand up. Alright, eventually they just kind of turn into push presses too. Here's the catch. Every 2 minutes, on the minute, stop what you're doing, 8 squat jumps. Right, so we start in the squat, land in the squat, 8 times. Let's talk about your core burn. Promise I'll be quick. So, core burn today. You've got 67 leg lifts with a twist. So you're gonna put your hands under your butt so that your back can stay flat against the ground when you come down from these leg lifts. So, there we go, in position. You're gonna come up, twist, and then push your butt up off the ground. Woo! From there you got flutter kicks. So chin to chest, feet out. Every time your right heel taps the floor, that's when you get to count 1. All right, so those are double flutters. You have 61 of those. You can break those reps up however you want, however you see fit. I just need you to make sure that you get them all done. That's it, guys. There's my clicker. Enjoy this workout. Get out of here, you crazy kids. Make sure you drink water today.